What's up, guys? This is Mr. Eldridge, and in today's video, I'm going to show you around Boston. I'm here at the National Council for the Social Studies annual conference, and today we're going to talk about Boston.
Boston, one of the oldest cities in the United States, has a rich history that dates back to its founding in 1630 by Puritan settlers. Originally named Shawmut, the area was inhabited by the Massachusetts tribe before European colonization. Boston quickly became an important port, and by the 18th century, it had grown into the economic and cultural hub of the American colonies.
So this is the location for what's called the Public Garden in Boston. So the Public Garden was founded in 1837, and you can see all of the requirements for the maintenance of the park. Pretty cool, pretty awesome. A very large pond there you can see in the middle. This is part of the Public Garden here in Boston. Squirrels galore. I mean, these things are absolutely huge. Look at that. And you just walk up to them. Looks like a gopher. Now let's take a walk on the famous Freedom Trail.
The city played a central role in the American Revolution, with events such as the Boston Massacre in 1770, the Boston Tea Party in 1773, and the battles of Lexington and Concord in 1775, marking pivotal moments in the struggle for American independence from Great Britain. Throughout the 19th and 20th centuries, Boston continued to evolve as a center of industry, education, and innovation. The city's iconic neighborhoods, such as the North End and Back Bay, reflect its diverse cultural heritage and rapid urbanization. Boston became a leader in education, with institutions like Harvard University and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, shaping intellectual and technological progress. In the 20th century, the city faced challenges such as racial tensions, economic downturns, and urban renewal projects, but it persevered.
Benjamin Franklin. This is the old State House at night. Such a beautiful location.
Social studies education plays a critical role in shaping informed and engaged citizens who understand the world around them. It provides students with the tools to critically analyze historical events, political systems, economic structures, and cultural differences, fostering a deeper understanding of how societies function. This knowledge helps students recognize the rights and responsibilities, making them more capable of contributing to their communities and the broader global society.
Welcome to Boston at night. So one thing that I've learned on this trip is you cannot do Boston in just a couple days, because you never know which way the weather's gonna go. We got here, it's rainy, now it's freezing. So special shout out iCivics Renewal Network. Thanks for the beanie. Also, the parks at night are absolutely gorgeous. I will say this too. Boston is an absolutely beautiful city. The homes and of course the history, and it's just a gorgeous place to be.
Social studies also promotes essential skills such as critical thinking, problem solving, and the ability to engage in informed discussions, which are vital for navigating the complexities of the modern world. And the National Council for the Social Studies plays a pivotal role in expanding social studies education. Moreover, social studies education encourages empathy and global awareness, by exploring diverse cultures, histories, and worldviews. By studying topics such as human rights, social justice, and environmental sustainability, students learn to appreciate the interconnectedness of global issues and the importance of working together to address challenges. This kind of education not only helps cultivate a sense of civic responsibility, but also empowers individuals to become active participants in shaping a more equitable and sustainable future. In an era marked by rapid change and uncertainty, social studies equips students with the knowledge and values needed to navigate the complexities of their social, political, and economic environments.
It opened as a memorial in 1947, nearly 3 years after the last gas chamber had ceased to operate. You come from all over the world, drawn by your need to see for yourself where the horror took place, and by your need to understand. Auschwitz arose in Europe, in the heart of one of the most advanced civilizations the world has ever known. A society of normal people, people like you and me. So how can we begin to make sense of what happened here? What can Auschwitz teach us today?
When the Auschwitz Memorial was closed, like so many other institutions worldwide, very quickly people from all over the world reached out to us and said, you need to do something because we would like to be present. We would like to exchange. We would like to have the possibility to access Auschwitz-Birkenau because it's not a regular museum. For many people worldwide, this is something which has a sacred nature. People come to pray, to meditate, to remember. So that's why so many people reached out and said, we do understand this COVID, we do understand you're under lockdown, but please come up with something so that we can visit.
Of the Auschwitz-Birkenau Foundation live virtual tour of some of the Nazi death camps.
Do you have any questions so far? I can try to answer them.
Were captured soldiers kept in the concentration camps, and were they gassed or were they kept separately or treated differently?
They were sent in here, most of them autumn 1941 after the aggression of Nazi Germany against the Soviet Union.
One of the most profound parts of the tour being live would be that you have the opportunity to ask questions and to engage in discussion with your tour guide. It wasn't set up as like a webinar, it was an actual Zoom call that you were connected to and that you were having. It felt very personal and intimate, sort of closer to how it would feel if you were actually there. I think this was also an experience that illuminated parts of Auschwitz that you don't get from the history books. I mean, to hear like the testimony of individuals and to walk through virtually the places that they were victim of, it's just really moving.
It's been a fabulous experience. They've been very open to any of our concerns. You know, we were concerned about kids that might have trauma histories, or what would this, how might this impact students who may be immigrated from countries that have atrocities occurring right now. We worked through that with them and with our adjustment counselors to make sure there's always supports for students. They gave us some advice around how to best sort of work it into our school day, support our students, support the curriculum to make sure that we didn't just sort of show the tour and it ended there, right? There's a whole lot around the tour, and it's sort of the culmination of a long curriculum that we think is really important and makes it so much more meaningful for our students.
Auschwitz in front of your eyes, it's a powerful platform because there's a human interaction to it that's vital. We brought it to my school district, and as we were changing our Holocaust education, we decided to build around it. And then I learned that it was unique and powerful in the way it reached our students and has changed my teaching significantly, and has changed how I teach Holocaust education, unlike anything I've ever experienced. And that's why it can provide that without being here physically. Nothing else can do that.
This program for schools and for communities like this, we are able to provide additional information. We can try to focus in the future on the fate for selected group of prisoners, for example, female prisoners or children prisoners. So with new technology, there is very little limits and limitations to what we do. What we see around the world is maybe not the most optimistic sign, but I am convinced that the 2 million visitors who come annually to visit Auschwitz-Birkenau, that among them there is lots of people who really believe that they can make a difference. It is our hope that people can learn from this horrific history.